What's going on, guys? Good morning and welcome to Royally Fucked, where we check out this week's books on FOC. Got a pretty good list this week. We were just talking in the back, and Sheik said he's gotten some sneak peeks and stuff. So there's some good stuff coming out, and he's excited about a few things. I know Marvel's excited about a few things, so we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it here and see what we got going on this week. So I got to go ahead and get it set up to share the screen here. Let's see. We got it. I believe, maybe. There we go. Yes. All right. So starting it off, as always, we've got Image Comics with Ain't No Grave #4. I know Dude was saying I think he's reading this one. And he said it's been pretty good. I actually made the mistake of skipping this one, but yeah, I've heard good things.
I'm reading it. It's really good. Really good.
Okay, so I'm going to have to grab it in trade then or something, or see if I can find the back issues.
Yeah, I feel like that, Scotty Young variant, he did one also for last issue, and it was like a ghost. It was pretty hard to find. I don't think many people are getting 25 copies of this, but I think that variant will do well. Yeah. It just won't be in abundance. I don't think so. I think if you're a Scotty Young fan, you should try to secure that incentive because it won't be easy to find, and it's really nice.
Yeah, 25 copies. I mean, it's even being a good series and everything. It's not hugely popular or anything. So it's going to be just mostly just the bigger stores.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so we got Cal 1964. And I was checking out the synopsis on this. It looks like so this is a franchise or a property or whatever that's had some previous volumes or whatever. It looks like from the synopsis. I'm not sure.
Yeah. So this is part of the Massiverse, but it was retroactively made part of the Massiverse. So there was an original book, called COW, which stands for Chicago Organized Workers League or something like that. I forget. But it's this team that is referenced in Radiant Black, and in Radiant Black they were fans of it, but if I understand it correctly, it's been a while since I read it, and I do have this book. If I understand this correctly, these guys are real and they existed in the old times of the Massiverse, so 50s and 60s, and then they were so popular that they made a movie about them in the Radiant Black universe, and the kids wanted this. Marshall and Nathan, there's an issue where they're talking about who's going to be cast as the characters in the movie, and they're like, oh, I bet Ralph Fiennes will be this guy. Right. So this is Massiverse. It's really good. I'm excited because it's Kyle Higgins again, and it's Rod Rice on the art, and Rod Rice is amazing. Yeah. And then it was solicited as 3 issues, but of course Diamond, because they're shit company, they're behind. It's now 4 issues. So this got an additional issue. Yeah.
All right.
So
cool. Yeah, definitely gonna have to pick this up, especially knowing that it's part of the Massiverse.
Yeah, it's really good. I got to read this issue, and it's really good.
I was kind of on the fence. With it just looking at the synopsis, but knowing that it's tied into the Massiverse is definitely going to make me pick it up. Yeah. Baker, what's going on?
Yeah, there's a few surprises in this FOC that I've known about for a while, but I haven't said anything. But I'll tell all as we get to it. But that cover B by McMahon, Kelly McMahon, she's so good, and she reminds me of Elsa Chartier and Darwin Cook, but she also kind of makes it her own. So it's there is that whimsical aspect to her artwork, but it also very much feels like it's her own and not just another person trying to do this style.
Yeah. No, I like that one. That's probably a cover I'm gonna grab. They're both good, but
yeah.
All right, we got Cyberforce Shootout getting a little one shot there. I don't know if they're bringing Cyberforce back or not, but.
Yeah,
been seeing some of those older Image properties kind of pop up with specials here and there.
Yeah,
right. All right, let's see. Do you guys know anything about this Free Agents? Have you read the first issue on it or anything?
I read the first issue, and I'll tell you about it in a sec. But before I do that, I want to show you guys something really cool. Click on Free Agents, open it up.
All right. Let's see. Hold on. That'll take me a second to do here because I have to. Dude does it a different way or something like that.
Yeah, no worries. I want to show you something that was really exciting that we all caught the moment they dropped the solicits a month or 2 ago, but we've been kind of quiet about, but I think it's going to catch people by surprise. And they're doing something cool. show you. So, but yeah, I don't think anyone saw this coming. We've been wondering about it for a while, but we haven't heard any news. And then once I read the solicit, I was like, okay, like I see what they're doing now. And let's give us a second here.
See. I think we got this is the B cover anyway.
Right. So, they don't have it. Did they remove it from the solicit? Okay. So it's not on this one, but it's in the Image catalog. It says that in the backup story, Radiant Black is going to appear. So if you're a Radiant Black fan and you want to see, they're doing like the Invincible thing where they're letting him kind of be loaned out in different titles as a mascot for Image. And this is what I was told by the editor. Yeah, Michael Basuto, editor of the Massiverse, told me that Fabian Nicieza and Kurt Busiek reached out to the Radiant Black team and asked them if they could use Radiant Black in this book in a backup story, and they said yes. So I think he's going to be in this issue and the next one in the backup stories. So if you're a Radiant Black fan and you like that kind of shit, might be worth picking up. Now, I will say, I read Free Agents #1 way before it came out. I was really excited for this because when you look at that creative team, like that's a really good creative team. Like Kurt Busiek is a legend. Fabian Nicieza, like say what you will, but he's also very well known and respected. And they're very like experienced writers. They have like their names are well known. They've done a lot of good books, and so I was like excited for this. It's $3.99 issue 1. It was 40 pages. 40 pages for $3.99. I read that book twice. The first time it took me 4 different sittings to read it because it was terrible. And I did not understand anything. I thought I was stupid. I thought like maybe I'm dumb. So then I went to League of Comic Geeks and I went to other friends who read it. And if you go to like those places and you read the reviews, everyone says the same thing. They were like, I really like the people who make this book, but I don't understand what this book is. I don't understand what's happening. It's like this book, take it with a grain of salt, but I thought it was not good. Like I really wanted to like it, but I did not understand what the fuck was happening. There's like 10 characters and this shit just happens. And someone said, like, I said this when I was reading it to my friend. I was like, it feels like they threw you in the middle of a series, like issue 40 or something. And then if you go like read it on League of Comic Geeks, a lot of people said that. They were like, I felt like I was thrown into the middle of a series. And like, so it's like, I don't know, like you might enjoy it. I don't know. But for me, I'm just saying I was very, very lost. And the only reason I pre-ordered this is for Radiant Black. That's it.
Right.
I tried giving it a read as well because like the characters look really interesting. And then, it got like 3 pages and I'm like, I'm not even gonna bother. I'm like, this is already like way too much. I'm like, I'm not.
Dude, it gets so much worse at the end. Some guy like breaks through like space time and is like trying to kill them, and you're like, what the fuck is happening? Like, what is actually going on in this book?
All right. Well, I'll probably grab it for the Radiant Black connection.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Hope it gets better, I guess. All right, we got to mention Gunslinger 34 for Baker. Nice.
Damn, this is
cover there. I actually like the B cover on it. That's kind of cool there.
Damn, that's a nice. Yeah, Gunslinger always quality covers, man. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then of course we've got Kaya, which I know Sheik, you're a big fan of that series too, right?
Yeah, if you guys want to check out Kaya and you don't want to spend money, they just released like a primer issue last week, and it's some comic book stores got it, some didn't. I don't know what the deal is. It's free though. And it just catches you up on the series. It's like a summary with some art of like what happened in the previous 19 issues. So if you want to check this book out, I think it's amazing. Like I really think this book is super, super underrated. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm just surprised it's still ongoing. Like I thought it'd be like maybe like 5-6 issues. I think I dropped it by like number 3, but yeah, good for them for still going on.
Yeah.
I think it'll be at least 50. Like because the guy said Wes Craig was like, yeah, I am doing a DC thing. It's going to be short, but he's like, I'm fully committed to doing Kaya every month and there will be no delays. And this book's never been delayed. So yeah, nice to see it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
All right, we've got Starhenge graphic novel. I don't know anything about Starhenge, so I'm not really on that one. We've got Power Fantasy #1. This is a new series coming out. And from the synopsis, I mean,
it sounds good.
It does sound interesting.
Well.
Yeah, it does sound interesting. So basically, you've got like 6 characters that are essentially like earth-shattering threats, potentially.
Omega level mutants, basically.
Yeah,
basically, right?
Right, and it sounds like basically they have to keep the rest of the world has to keep these 6 these 6 motherfuckers from fighting each other and destroying the world. So, kind of an interesting premise. It's almost like sort of like a reverse kind of comic book series. We're trying to make them not fight. So, definitely interested to check it out. Stephanie Hahn's cover is cool. Always grab her covers when I can. So
the ratios are not that great though, and I think they started at 1 in 50 and like a Lotte like 1 in 100. I'm like,
ooh.
Why don't you do like a 1 in 10 and maybe like a 1 in 25 if you're feeling
Yeah.
bold? But 1 in 100 is where they're going.
That's wow.
Agreed. It's like they all look like generic covers. Like when you look at them, they all look like they're trying to be like movie poster covers with just like one different character spotlighted. And I'm like, that's cool, but I might check it out. I do like Casper Wingard. Kieran Gillen on Indies is really good, but I'm gonna wait to see what people are saying before I buy it.
Makes sense. All right, let's see what else we've got. We've got Public Domain number 7. I haven't really been on that one. I didn't get into it at the beginning. I think there's another series that was tied into this.
The Domain. I actually really like Public Domain. Like I'm glad that it came back. It's very like it's a very like unserious type of book where it's about a comic book writer and like his whole like legacy and like owning the rights and stuff like that. So it feels like very meta. And they have a comic book tie into the comic book that they're writing. So yeah, it's pretty interesting.
It sounds like it does sound like it's interesting. I made the decision whenever it first started up. I think I grabbed like the first 2 issues and I was like, I'm gonna grab this and trade.
Honestly, a trade is a much better way to go. Like you're not missing out on any action. It's a very like slow read, but yeah, if you
right,
did, like,
that's what it felt like. So
mm-hmm.
All right, we've got before I get that, Sacrificers, giant size artist proof edition.
Dude, look, I have a little mini rant about this. I think this is a brilliant idea. Like I think them doing a giant size artist proof at that price point, because usually you have to pay like a lot more money, and it's like I think just the first 3 issues. I think the idea in theory is genius, and I like Max Fumara's artwork. I think it's a good artist spotlight. But my thing with this is, I think what makes the book really truly special, and the artwork is glorious, but I don't think it works as well without the colors. I really don't. You have like
right.
I forget his name. McCaig doing the arts. Dave McCaig doing the color story. And he's one of the best colorists in the business, one of the smartest too. Like I've met the guy, he's a genius, he's a coloring genius. And like I really feel like the colors are what makes this book special. Like the art's great, but it's really not the same without the colors. So I think having an artist proof where you're focusing on like no colors for this particular book is a weird choice, considering like the biggest flex of the book, in my opinion, is the colors. So and he got nominated for an Eisner for this book for the colors. So it's like it's a weird choice to be like, we're just gonna remove that what really makes this special and just give it's just like, okay, I guess this is like literally for the like 20 Max Fumara hardcore fans that just want to see his artwork on huge size. Like,
but you know what it is, because it's an artist proof and they can get that $25 price point. That's what it is.
Yep. Yep.
All right, we got Scarlet number 3, another series in the Energon universe. Been enjoying all of those.
Yes, I've been really enjoying that book. It's really good, surprisingly good.
Damn, we got all the Spawn this week too. Baker should be excited. We got some Misery on here. We got some Scorched.
Check out the ratios for Scarlet.
Are they good?
Okay.
I think they're pretty good. And I don't read any of this, but you know what? Just looking at the art, I'm like, damn. I'm like, okay, that's pretty good.
Let's see. Okay. Up here, and let's see which ones we got.
I think there's a 1 in 25 and a 1 in 100. I think.
10.
Oh, that's awesome. That's pretty
okay.
sweet. I'm not gonna lie. I like that a lot. That's sweet.
That's not bad. I like it. It's kind of cool. All right, let's see what else we got. 25 by Spokes.
Oh, I've seen this one. Yeah, that one's nice.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, I just find Spokes is like he's too like it's weird. It's like he's like halfway to Adam Hughes, but not quite. It's like I don't know how to explain it.
It's the orange tone on the face. Yeah.
Yeah, even the lighting on the face a little bit. Like,
yeah.
I don't know, but it is a really nice cover though. It's a nice cover.
Yeah, I have no clue who that is, but I do
for
like
sure.
the whole like the pose. Yeah,
That's
I like this one.
pretty sure
I thought
that's
this one
Jinx.
was one of the best ones.
Yeah, that's Jinx.
Yep.
Yeah, that's dope. Is there any higher than this one, Margot?
That's
Do you know?
that's a nice
I think that was it. Yeah.
Dude, Eric
I
Kennedy
think that's
or Kennedy, I don't know how you pronounce his name, but when he's on the Ink Pulp podcast, he's so good. Like,
that's
I don't know if you guys watch that, but I recommend checking out that podcast. It's like him, Matthias Solera, and Sean Crystal, whatever his name is. I forget his name. But they're all like artists, right? And they have like all these guests on, and they're usually really good guests. So shout out to them. If you haven't checked out that show, I highly recommend it. It's hilarious.
okay. I'll take a look at that then.
It's so good, dude. It's hilarious. There's like no filter. These dudes just say the most random shit. I remember at one point, like Matteo started like making fun of Eric's mom, just like on the stream, and he's like, "My mom's watching this." He's like, "I don't give a fuck, dude." Like, what? Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, no, it's so good.
All right, we've got Sweet Paprika, Black, White, and Pink. Number 2, I guess. I mean, if you're into that, there's some nice covers. Not a huge Sweet Paprika fan myself.
Yeah, no,
And of
they've
course,
like
Walking Dead
really
Deluxe.
they've like really stretched that. Like I thought it'd be like a one volume. No, man, it's like what, the third or fourth. So
Yeah,
I mean, good
yeah,
for
I think
Adolfo for it. So yeah.
Damn, what's going on? And of course,
Damn,
rounding it
how
out
you
for
doing?
Image this week, we've got Walking Dead Deluxe, where they add the color back, the opposite of the artist proof.
Yep. And it's Dave McKay doing the colors again. So if Kirkman wants
Right.
like one colorist to color his black and white book, and he chooses Dave McKay, I think that should tell you guys how good he is as a colorist. And then you like just putting an artist size, removing his colors is such a strange choice to me.
Right? It's kind of weird. All right. We're going to go ahead and jump into Boom next. And yeah, we'll go ahead and mention it real quick. Obviously, there was some news with Boom recently. They just been sold to Penguin Random House. So I guess we'll see how that's going to affect the future of Boom Comics in weeks to come. But for now, they're at least still starting off some new series. So we've got Garfield #1. I guess if you're a Garfield fan, I might check out the first issue of this one.
Yeah, I love Garfield. I grew up like
Yeah.
with those like little digest, the like wide size ones. I have tons. I still have them, so I might have to grab this. There is a new movie coming out. I was literally at the comic book store the other day. Yeah, I was at the comic book store the other day, and this woman walks in, and she's like an adult, and she's like, just goes to the owner, and she's like, "Do you have anything Garfield except comics?" She's like, "Any merchandise, doesn't matter what it is. I just don't want comics." And he was like, "Oh yeah, we have this and this and this." And he was like, "Why? They've been going really fast. These like the pop vinyls especially have been flying." And she's like, "Yeah, there's a movie coming up." I'm just like, "Wow." It's a different kind of flipper right here, you know?
I guess I did not know there was a market for Garfield flippers, but
yeah,
here we go.
Hey, that women over 50 demo, yeah, baby.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we don't
Not
have
too bad
here.
we don't have Dude here.
Yeah, exactly. To talk about some Ranger Academy, because I don't have any fucking idea what's going on in that. Like
I picked up issue 1. That's it.
Yeah, it was bad enough. I was like, no, I'm good. I'm not reading anymore. So
it is getting better. Like I will say, it is getting better. But yeah, like it's a long haul.
Is it getting better enough that it's a good point to jump back on the series, maybe, or should I just go ahead and continue to wait?
I mean, I would probably wait and just read the entire series. Like, it's not moving fast enough to really like keep your attention. But like, it's like every other issue, there's something going on that I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, it's getting good. But then you're like, holy fuck, like they're really dragging it out. So
that sounds about right. All right, we got Red Before Black, #1. Sounds like from the synopsis of this one, it's going to be a little bit Harley and Ivy, a little bit Thelma and Louise, something like that. So, basically you get a couple of unpredictable ladies who are, sounds like going to go on some kind of a crime spree and shit. So, here for it. They Red Before Black. They're obviously diving right into the Harley comparisons. So,
Yeah.
you guys picking that one up?
No, I'm like pretty against Boom right now. I think the only Boom book I'm buying is Man's Best, and I finished. Yeah, Rare Flavors just ended, so I got that. But Man's Best, yeah, like I just don't like what they're doing. I feel like the Boom of 2 or 3 years ago was a different Boom. They were ones who they still had some shitty like practices, like trying to bullshit you on late prints that like aren't really justified, or like any new title launches. Oh, second print is already out because the first print sold out, even though it's not in stores yet. Like what are you talking about? Like that was bullshit. But I do miss that they genuinely tried to like have all these different books out, and now it feels like they're playing this variant game and they're treating Erica Slaughter like a mascot. And I'm like, whatever works for you, but it's not for me personally.
Right. All right. Well, we can jump into some DC stuff, and I know you were talking about Absolute Power earlier, so here we go. Starting right off with it, we're getting a second printing for #1. Pretty cool gatefold cover there. And we are getting the second issue, which got a lot of good covers on. The Bliss cover's nice. Rio.
Yeah. Just for anyone who's wondering, all those suits you see on the Absolute Power second print, they're all going to be used. It's not like one of those like bullshit variants where they just like make them look cool and then never use them. All of those will be used in the event. So that's something to look forward to. Nice
Zerdy cover, and of course you got Tim's on there. I mean, yeah, they really going all out for the covers on this one. Ben Oliver, the UV foil, that's gonna be dope. Because it's a raised UV foil, so I'm surprised this wasn't on FOC like 3 weeks ago.
Agreed.
All right, let's see what else we got. Batman 151. Did I hear you correctly before the show when we were in the back talking? Did you get a sneak preview of this? Or
yeah, I read 151. It's cool. It's like about, I can tell you what it's about if you guys want, but basically in Absolute Power 2, there's a moment where different heroes, because there's so few heroes left that are powered, they're fighting over who should be the leader. Like Mr. Terrific and Batman have this moment where they're kind of like yelling at each other, like I should be the leader. It's like you, and then Nightwing just starts leading, and then Batman's like, that's my boy. It's like, I don't know, it's so cool. And then Nightwing just starts leading like everybody. He's just like, okay, this is what we need to do. This is what we need to do. The Titans are still like powered, so we're gonna use them to defend. So he tells Batman like, there's you said that Waller's going after a mother box. So I want you and Catwoman and whatever to go and like retrieve the mother box so that like they don't have that power. So I think that's what this issue is pretty much about, is them like getting ready for the heist. And as you can see, Bizarro has a thing to say about it. So that's pretty much it.
Okay. All right, cool. Definitely on board with that. I'm you know what? I'm on board with the superpowers, the action figure cover variant. Like I like it. I know what it is. I remember, what that is from, the whole thing with Ra's al Ghul and everything. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm not so much onto the swimsuit covers. It looks like they kind of phoned it in with this one.
Yeah, I like the idea behind the swimsuit. I actually like it. It's silly fun, yeah. But I just feel like they do this so often that it just doesn't make sense. I feel like they need to time it better because exactly. I also just feel like I like the action figure cover. There's a lot of historical like significance there. Like for example, if you remember the Batman issue of the Neil Adams drawing Denny O'Neil era where he's fighting Ra's like shirtless in the desert. Like that's exactly where that's from. So I love that, and I love like the chest hair and everything. But it's just like it's so weird to have two different like variant like what's the word? It's like when they do variants for the whole like line. They did the action figures and the swimsuit at the same time. I think you're flooding like the market that because it's like if you do them at separate months, more likely you get more sales than doing them all at the same time. So that's my only complaint. But yeah, like otherwise, like they're solid covers. They're just swarming them.
Yeah. Plus it's a $6 book. So I mean,
yes,
exactly.
A lot. Yeah, it's a lot of money.
And there's another variant that they're going through whenever we keep on scrolling on it.
Yeah, the Del Auto.
That one goes pretty good. Like that one, that you could tell me that's an exclusive. I'd be like, yeah, I believe it. Like, Yeah, the logoing and all that.
Yeah, the logo especially. I love that they put it back in the like Jim Lee era logo. That's so cool. It works so well with that color profile. So yeah, I love that.
Yeah, that's such a good cover.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, we've got some Batman and Scooby Doo mysteries. Sheik's a fan of that. I'm sure he's picking that up.
I dropped this. I dropped this after the last issue, not because like I think it's bad, but the issues are kind of repetitive. But I did pick up 7 and 6, and I pre-ordered 9. I just dropped 8 because it didn't look fascinating. But 9 has them at like a convention with Nightwing and everything. So I was like, you know what, I'll read it.
Cool.
I'm still buying Scooby Doo though. I'm still buying the actual Scooby Doo type. Like the Batman Scooby Doo one. They feel a little repetitive sometimes.
All right, we got Batman and Robin and Howard. That's one I have not been reading, so don't know anything about that one. Birds of Prey, number 12. You know what? I've been buying all these, but like I have not received a lot of them. Like I have like every other issue in the series for some reason. I don't know why. Just like they just keep fucking up on my shipping for them. So I haven't really been able to stay too up to date with it. A lot of good covers on it though. I like the B cover. That's pretty cool.
The chibi like cover A is really cute. it's like worse. It is. Birds of Prey. I will say though, I don't know. Can I screen share here? Does that work?
I think so.
Okay, watch this. So the Blue Beetle cover there, it's not on Diamond's website because fuck Diamond, but it is on Lunar, and I'm going to show you the cover. I think it's one of the best covers of the run by far. So here it is. So it works. Is it sharing? Right here. Yeah, there we go. Look at that cover, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, look at that cover. And that's an open order variant, and they didn't show the art. Like, it's not even on Diamond yet, and it just arrived on Lunar yesterday. That's such a nice cover.
Is that
like,
the
that
B
is
cover?
A very nice cover. Yes, that's the B cover. The
one that they don't have the art for. Gotcha.
Exactly. Yeah, I pre-ordered this, even though I dropped the run. It's so nice, bro. Like if that was like Spider-Man or any Marvel character, this would be like hot, you know?
Right.
You know what, Skip? It's very much that Opeña Punisher one.
Yes. It reminded me also a little bit in terms of like what they're going for. Not so much composition, but the idea conceptually of, you know, like the Hawkeye with the girl, I Love New York or whatever, or I Love Hawkeye, sorry. You know that cover? It reminds me a little bit of that, where it's like, it's so nice. Like it just, I don't know. It really resonated with me. So I pre-ordered it. I'm not even reading this book. I stopped at the issue.
I haven't been reading it either. Anything from this series of Blue Beetle. I tried with the last 2 or 3 as much as I could, and man, couldn't really get into them. So I haven't picked this one up at all, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna grab that cover.
Yeah, no, I'm glad. I feel like it's gonna be so underordered. Like no one's gonna buy, especially with how late the art was, and like I don't think anyone's reading this. And that's the last issue, so yeah. I'm pre-ordering it 100%.
Oh, nice.
All right, and speaking of, we got it right here. They don't show you that art on the B cover there for Blue Beetle 11, but that's the one he's talking about.
Yeah, the Salcedo cover.
Yeah, definitely one to grab there. And of course, you got the Spanish version.
Yeah, I also read Gotham City Sirens. I'm just gonna say like, it's okay. It's weird. It's a weird book. It's a weird book. I'm not gonna lie.
I think they have really nice covers.
It does.
Yeah, exactly. Really we got 50 covers and they're all good. So, of course, got Ji-Hong Lee, Guillaume March. I mean, fantastic covers for it.
Some people like that Raza.
Superpower.
Yeah, the Raza. It's just like it's a little like it doesn't look like a Raza cover to me. It looks like a little bit too like I don't know. I don't think it's bad or anything. I think it's good. It just doesn't like when I looked at it. I was like, it doesn't look like the
typical Raza for sure.
Yeah, it's very different.
Do they have the 1 in 25?
I
kind of feel the 1 in 25 though.
I haven't seen any of the ratios for the series, to be honest with you.
Let me see if I can pull something up here. See if we got anything. Oh wow, okay. Maybe. No. It's a weird one because if you
I see
you
the
pull
125. Yeah.
do you see it?
Yeah.
I'm not
You
sure
have
how to bring it
to
up.
click. You have to click the gloss. Click the gloss one, and then it's gonna be like 099 in the barcode at the link. You have to replace the 099 with 100. Yeah. Yeah, it's just the 125. It's okay. Like I like Bustos, but I know a lot of people don't like her. Yeah, I like it, but I know a lot of people don't like her. She reminds me of like Archie style. I don't know why.
She reminds you of who?
Like Archie Comics style. It's like very DeCarlo, Dan Parent-esque. It's like the mix between that and mainstream comics. It's like a good balance.
Let's see. Here we go. There you go. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's cute.
No, it wasn't. Wait, which one is that one?
That's the 125.
This is the 1 in 25.
That is definitely not what I. Well, that's for number 3 though.
Oh, what the fuck?
Weird.
Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, I don't know how to. Okay, then maybe we have to change the code on the cover A.
The code is something. There's something fucked up in the code because
it's
when you
it's
change
weird.
one, that's the one that brings up.
Yeah, let me see if I can pull it up. Wait, let me see. 86. I think I can.
Yeah, we'll have to see if we can find a.
86, 87. Oh, I found that. Okay, so you have to basically, if you click cover A, you have to switch the number from 80 to 87, and then you get the 125. That one. This 125 is nicer. The Ben Harvey.
Okay, would you say it was 87?
87, yeah. Bro, the 150 is so lazy. It's literally cover A by Virgin. Oh my god. Come on. It's so lazy.
Doing DC things.
Oh my god, DC, man. That's the worst thing they do. Like these lazy ass ratios.
Did you guys highlight that? Nice job, Dan.
Ooh, nice. Holy shit.
What is it? Oh, there we go. That's dope.
Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, I like that one. That one's better than the 150, which is just the cover A with version. Yeah.
But not all of them. But I find thank God they put like Catwoman like in front center because I find she has like the best outfit out of everybody. So
yes.
Yeah, Harley.
Yeah, she does.
Harley looks funny. the Mixius pit like hat there. Just like what's going on? Oh, I love Catwoman.
I'm curious how they're fucking going to. Okay, so we got. I mean, obviously, Harley, Ivy, and Catwoman. That's always been Gotham City Sirens. But then you're throwing Punchline in the mix, and like
it's a weekly book too. So every single week comes like it's 4 issues that all come out in the same month, which makes you think like, you know,
right. This is kind of a weird choice, but whatever. Because I mean, Punchline is the big antagonist right now, so. Or has been.
My theory is they did this book just because they looked at Poison Ivy data and they were like, look, man, like Poison Ivy sells so well because it has all these sexy variants. Let's just make this like 4-issue miniseries, like throwaway garbage, but like we'll put the best artists on the variants. It's just like that's my theory.
Right. Makes sense. All right, we got Kneel Before Zod coming to an end, which kind of sucks because that series has been fantastic.
Yeah, it was supposed to be 12 issues, and they cut it down to 8, and it ends like so abruptly, which I think it kills the momentum of the issue because issue 6 was fantastic, issue 7 was good, and then they just throw Sinestro in there. They're just like, oh, Sinestro, we have to tie it in with Sinister Son somehow, and they're just like, okay, like I guess,
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I guess they're gonna lead up to that, but it seems silly to abrupt it short, like abruptly end it like that, but whatever.
100%. I'm buying this. My Adventures with Superman. I'm buying that.
Are you?
I love the show. So yeah,
I've heard
I'm
good
buying every
about
issue.
It.
Yeah, then Marvel posted the issue 4 variant, which is like homaging the manga or the anime. So I was like, I bought that variant as well for that issue. It's great. Yeah,
I'm watching the show, and it's very like that silly like anime style, but it's enjoyable. I'm liking it.
Some of the episodes are much better than others. Like the first season, I liked the last 3 episodes, but my favorite was the Mala, Monsieur Mala, and the robot. I forget what it is. What they're called, and the brain. Yeah, like that was such a good episode where they're like, "Oh, should we activate the black hole?" It's just like, like, should we destroy the whole world or whatever? It's just like all I want to do is be here and with my love and shit. I'm like, dude, that like over the top French accent and everything. I'm like, yeah, I'm enjoying this.
Sounds about right. All right, are any of you guys grabbing the Police Comics #1 facsimile?
Yes, I'm so pissed that it's $7 because it's like
you're
using newsprint paper, but it is the first appearance of Plastic Man, the OG, like the proper.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I have to get it.
Definitely grabbing that one too. I'm with you that I'm not feeling the $7 price tag, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
All right, we got Scooby-Doo. Where are you?
Yeah, I'm buying that. I'm still picking that up. Yeah.
Sure.
I dropped Shazam though, man. It has not been. Dude, like when Wade and Moore were on Shazam, it was one of DC's best books. Yeah, now you just have like a whatever book. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it definitely completely changed the vibe of it.
It really did, yeah. I do like the cover B though by Nick Dinaculo. I like the different, like more like the anime style on it. Yeah, I think it's cool.
Oh, I like the Tims more. Like it's not bad, but yeah, you can just definitely tell like it's just not the same level. But yeah.
Exactly. All right, we got Boy Wonder #4.
Love that.
Another Robert series.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Definitely worth reading. Only one more issue on it though, so kind of jumping into it a little late if you're jumping on it now, but whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
Look, Marvel said they wouldn't reprint the red bands, and then they did. So like, just keep that in mind.
Yeah, right. They're all right there. I was gonna say that too. Wasn't there something about them not?
They literally said, bro. They literally say it on their website. You can go find it. And then when I talked to Jed McKay in person, he was like, they're not gonna reprint it, and then they fucking reprinted it. So
yeah, that's crazy. But before we get into the red band, which we'll probably just gloss over, we got Amazing Spider-Man #55 still going on. Still going strong on these fucking Disney covers.
Oh my god, they're never ending.
Yeah, right.
I stopped getting them. Like if they're exceptional, I'll get them. But I like the Thor one though. Like, what if Donald Duck became Thor? Whatever. Like that one's cool because it's like a story as well. So that I got. But like, really, unless I find they're exceptional, I stopped getting these personally.
Yeah. And of course the red band second printings that we were just talking about.
Like dude, they did all of them the same way.
But look, if you look,
they're
already doing #5. Like I don't even think #4 is out, but I definitely know #5 is not even out yet. I'm like, oh my.
Number 4 is out. #4 is out. #5 is not out.
Yeah.
So you're already saying that it's already sold out. I'm like, oh okay, okay.
Yeah, that's some bullshit for sure. I'm just saying. Learning from Boom Studios, who they just acquired. So.
Right. All right. All right. We got Deadpool team up #1. I mean, it's Deadpool. It's gonna be a
Rob
fun
Liefeld. Liefeld. Yeah.
It's gonna be a fun series. I like the homage cover there for the Connor.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's cute. Yeah.
And then of course you got the movie variant.
Like, they need to find something different to do.
Yo,
yeah, I mean
that
Coca-Cola
variant. Oh
yeah, the Coca-Cola variant. What the fuck?
I need to see this. What the fuck is that? Yeah.
You got the foil and of course just another Rob Liefeld variant there. So
I kind of do like the Liefeld one. That's not bad.
Why does Deadpool's fucking ankle look like it's broken in the foil?
Dude, the Coca-Cola variant is so funny, man. What the hell, dude?
That's a slippery slope. They got a few coming out. Be careful now.
Yeah, there's gonna be a whole bunch of those.
I will say the Beetlejuice variants are better than the Coca-Cola variants. Like
absolutely.
the DC like those are way better, than the Coca-Cola variants.
I can't wait for those Beetlejuice variants to come out.
Dude, I have to get I hate the one where like Nightwing is getting spanked because like that's literally sexual assault and right. Nobody would do it the other way around. Like if it was a woman, like they would not do that unless it was Dynamite or something. Yeah, but so it's like I hate that, but the Quinones one is amazing. Like I have to get that one. It's really good. He nailed it. Yeah.
But they didn't put it on Batman Echoes. Like, and that book is still running.
I know. That's so stupid. I was so upset about that. I was like, why are you doing that? Like, why? Even because Batman Echoes also has its own variant that's different by someone else. So right. I'm just like, why? Like, this is driving me crazy.
All right. We got Fantastic Four #23. I really like the Lozano thing variant. That's a
dude, it's so good. Dude, Lozano is underrated, man.
Right, it really is. I mean, like, I've been the Fantastic Four run kind of been spotty for me. I've been picking up, issues here or there. I haven't been grabbing the whole run, just if the premise sounds good or if there's a cover on it, and it's definitely one I'm gonna have to grab for that Lozano. The other one that I think is kind of interesting on it is you got that Elizabeth Torque, the Marvel 85th homage.
Yeah, that's a weird one,
right?
Like, why did? Is it like? Am I understanding it correctly? It's like the front cover is one side and the back cover is one side, because that would make it a lot better.
Okay, I believe so. It looks like a gatefold.
So that's pretty cool. In that case, it's pretty cool. I thought it was just both images the cover. I was like, that's stupid, but yeah,
I'm hoping
like that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
No, I think you're right because the barcode's on the left side. So
right.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah,
on the back, nice. That'd be good.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
We got Helverine number 4, wrapping up that series. The Dakin, taking over that role. Love the fucking Raza variant on that.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, really nice Helverine variant.
Yeah, holy shit, it's wild.
It's been an all right series for me so far. So, Immortal Thor number 14. Great Sif cover on there, and I'm sure we're all grabbing the Disco Dazzler cover, right? Fucking Saturday Night Fever.
It's pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. As far as Dazzler covers go, that's a good one.
Right? It is.
Yeah.
I mean, the Fong's the winner for me, but that's a close second.
Yeah. Fong is amazing. Fong is so good.
Killed it with that.
Yeah.
And look at this Iron Fist 50th anniversary special, because he's not
Luke
Cage,
I'm
and it's
so
not
hyped for this, bro. I was actually so excited for this, but I got the Aja variant because fuck Brian Hitch. I'm sorry, just I don't like Brian Hitch, man. Not a big fan.
Really?
I like his work, but as a person, I just find he pisses me off because he's just for years his art became mediocre because he had this pace where he's going a lot faster. And then after he did Red Coat, his artwork came back to the quality that he was when I knew him from around the Authority in those times. And I just felt insulted as a reader. I felt so this whole time you've kind of just been phoning it in, and now you know how to draw again. I just don't like, and that cover is everything I don't like about Hitch, because it has those weird anatomy things that he always does. I don't know how to explain it. It's just if you read a lot of his books, he does a lot of the same poses, a lot of these weird, lazy, rushed anatomies. And then you read something like Red Coat, and you're like, fuck, man. He really clearly is really working hard on this one. You can see how much better the art is. So I don't know. That's why I feel weird about Brian Hitch. It's I do like his art, objectively speaking, but I don't like how he kind of on some books, and it's I love, you guys know Superman Last Days of Lex Luthor. That was one of the best first issues of a comic I've read in a very long time. I'm gonna go on tonight at 8 because that's when Ali said he'll be back, so I pushed it from 6 to 8. But
there you go.
What's it called? The Brian Hitch, Last Days of Lex Luthor. I looked up when that came out, July 25, 2023, and still the second issue's not out. So we're about to hit August soon, and it would be a year since he released that issue, and we still don't have the second issue. Bro, what? And it's I know it's DC's fault, and he said it's DC's fault. He's DC released it when they shouldn't have. We weren't ready. We weren't done with it. But it's okay, it's been a year now. Who are we gonna blame now? It's 1 year now. Come on, And I love David Aja. He's one of my all-time favorites. So I was even though the cover is a little bit bland, I was you know what? I'm just gonna get it because David Aja.
That's the thing for me.
I was hoping a little more because they're talking about Danny Rand and the current Swordmaster one. So I'm couldn't put him on the cover anywhere. We're talking about future and past Iron Fist. I'm and it's all just Danny Rand. I'm okay.
And he's such a good design.
That's another thing that's kind of I don't know. It was a little bit annoying about it to me was that when I read the synopsis and everything like that, you're getting stories for, the different characters and everything like that. But the only one that it really focuses on that it's going to be telling a story that it actually sets anything up for the future for certain is the one about Danny Rand. So I'm not really, I was bored with Swordmaster taking over the Iron Fist role. I thought that was one of the coolest things that they've done in a long time, kind of having Danny move into sort of a mentor role and Swordmaster becoming Iron Fist. And then they just fucking did nothing with it.
Yeah.
So,
It's just I made me so mad because it was 5 issues and it was solid, but it's like it got better towards the end, and then they were like, "Oh, it's done."
yeah,
It's just
that's
like,
it. That's it.
Let them cook.
Yeah, you won't see
exactly.
them again for another fucking year or two, and then we'll remember their characters available
It's
or
true.
something.
Just give Jessica Wong like an ongoing like Lin Lee Iron Fist. Just
Right?
do it.
Like
Why
that,
not? Yeah.
just like that whole corner of the universe, you could get like all the characters. You know, it's Swordmaster, Iron Fist, whatever you want. Daughters of the Dragon, just all of them. Tie them all in together. Cool.
All of them. Agents of Atlas, like have them have fun a little bit in that title. Yeah.
Yeah, and like you said, give it to Wong, and that would be a perfect matchup right there. So
Yeah.
all right, we got Miles Morales, number 23.
That cover B, man, that Dolly variant.
Yeah,
so
it doesn't
very
sound
cool.
like it's gonna be big in the issue, but that fucking 23B cover is killer.
Yeah.
Love it.
If you look at it from far, like you might miss it, but once you click it, you're like, "Oh, I see what he's doing." Yeah, like
but I kind of don't like it. Like, oh,
I know how you feel.
Like,
I know how
only
you
from
feel,
afar. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I didn't need the vulture in it.
Exactly.
It
that's
almost
why
kind of
I
feel like it
am
takes
not
away
getting
from
it. That's what I was saying.
He looks like a fucking bug. Like, it's weird.
Yeah,
he does. Yeah. He's about to get splattered on fucking windshield. Hey, you get the Disco Jasper variant.
Marvel was like, "Oh, you guys want an SDCC variant? Here's the cover we already gave you guys, but it's black and white."
Yeah, exactly.
So someone photoshopped and removed the colors, and I was like,
right.
"That's our SDCC variant." You know,
they put them all in here, but you can't order them.
What?
What's that?
Do you think they're actually going to be black and white though?
Some of them
because like aren't those all like covers that already came out? Like go up. That was the last ASM issue.
Well, look at the Phoenix one. Like, the Phoenix one's in full color, and that's definitely an SDC.
Oh yeah. Oh,
because these were very late.
That one's PX though. That one's PX. Isn't that like? Yeah, is that a little bit different? Oh no, but it says SDCC. What?
Well, actually, you know what? It says BW. Okay. Yeah, they're going to be black and white, but that Phoenix one won't be. So.
Yeah,
look at
the
that.
Phoenix one is nice, but is that
you pay $5 per color? As if fuck you, Marvel.
Right?
Like
it's just like the Spider-Man Rain one is literally just the pencils. Like, you know what I mean? It's the pencils. That's what it is, or maybe just the inks. I can't tell, but yeah. So it's like what is this? You know, like do something different. You know?
Why do they even?
I'm not saying it's not like DC did much better. They gave us chonky Batman, so I'm not like praising them, but I'm just saying like. Everyone got to do better. Right?
But actually, I think the ASM one. I think that was like the issue from this week or last week. So yeah, they just got lazy and did the black and white.
Yep.
Which I mean, surprise, Marvel.
It's like what? Come on, Marvel. Like Marvel historically
why
has really good.
Bother putting them in?
And it's like Marvel historically has the best con variants. Like they're the ones who have really good convention exclusive variants. Like especially in NYCC and SDCC. Like, do you guys remember the Mickey Mouse variant? It's still worth like so much money.
Yes.
Like, those are amazing. Why don't you do more like awesome variants like that? Like that's why I'm disappointed. So
yeah.
Because they can do this, and apparently
phone it in.
Like X-Men just relaunched. You guys don't want to give us like a really cool like X-Men SDCC exclusive chase like cover. Everyone's gonna want it. There's only like 300 copies or whatever.
Nope, you get a black and white.
These are the shit ones. You know what? This is my theory. There are gonna be more variants, but these are the ones they made open order because these are the ones you'll be able to get because they're just like black and white. But like the really nice one, you'll have to go to those conventions to have a chance. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. All right, we got Sensational She-Hulk number 10. Are you guys still following along on this series? I'm like 2 issues behind now, I think.
Of which one?
I am, and honestly, you're not missing a whole lot. I think they just came back from space on their like little weekend retreat, and you know it's the whole She-Hulk Jack of Hearts drama. So
yeah,
it's boring. Like I'm still reading it. It's still like enjoyable, but like like I'm reading it digitally because you know that is not worth
It's kind of slowing down from the earlier issues, but I mean it's about that time in the series, so it'll slow down till it gets to that next arc or whatever. So at least we're still getting some decent covers. I like the Endolfo. So
I like Mark Endolfo a lot. She's cool,
right?
Yeah.
We got Spider-Boy number 10, and I want to pull this down here real quick because We got the werewolf variant there. That's pretty.
Yeah. I dropped this book at 8 or 9. I dropped it at 7, so I bought 7. I didn't get 8. I bought 9 because they did that Samurai Spider-Man. He's in it. I'm excited for that, but I don't know if I'll pick this up. At least maybe not until sale or something. It doesn't do it for me anymore. Like, it was exciting at first, but now it's just like it feels like every issue is kind of the same. And now that they're back to the Spider-Verse shit, it's like they literally just said we're not going to do the Spider-Verse again. Then they just renamed it Spider Society, and I'm like, guys.
Yep.
No.
Yeah,
just no.
Well, they were true to their word, Chief. They didn't call it at the Spider-Verse.
It's true. It's true. Yeah.
Which is, the perfect segue into, of course, Spider Society #1.
Yeah. Someone said today, they were like, I have so many Spider titles that are similar, like Spider Society, Spider-Verse, Spider, whatever the fuck, Spider Warrior, Web Warriors. They were like, I literally have to create multiple labels because they all become like jumbled together. And I keep thinking, I'm like, my biggest problem personally, like, I do love Spider-Man. I love these Spider characters. But my biggest problem is that when you have so many, you dilute the value of each respective one, kind of make them meaningless. And then these books, like, they're never good, even when DC does them. Like, if you have too many characters in a book and they're all the same, it kind of makes it feel like, how do you give proper time to each one to shine? You don't. It becomes like a cameo fest. It becomes like No Way Home, where it's just like you're literally going there for the cameos, you know?
Well, and the thing is, they could do this. They could do exactly what they're doing and capitalize on it in a much better fashion if they just, if they did the series and then they fucking ended the series, everybody went back to their universe, and maybe they didn't touch the multiverse stuff again for another year or so, and then you saw those characters show up again.
That's what they did the first time, remember?
The
OG Spider-Verse, the one that was actually good with Gage.
But now we're just rapid fire the fucking series one after another.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like throwing shit against. I always make fun of it and call it the metal phase, like DC's Dark Knight's metal's death metal phase. Because like when they were doing is they were in metal, they were just mashing Batman with whoever was a villain, and they were like, "Here's a new character." And then in death metal, they were mashing Batman with heroes, and they were like, "Here's a new character." I'm just like, guys, like, and now they're just mashing Spider characters like with each other, and they're just like, let's see what we can keep out there that'll stick. And Spider-Boy was the last one. I just feel like now people are kind of tired, And
I mean, let's be honest, it doesn't really make any fucking sense because you got all these damn Spider-Man characters out here. Where you're not running into any of the other fucking mashup characters. You got like a whole damn universe of fucking Marvel characters.
It's not even like organic. Like they're like, oh, like they literally just threw all these characters. Like whenever you look at the variants and stuff like that, I'm like, it's not organic. Like, oh, we need help from across the Spider-Verse. I'm like, okay, but I'm like, so you already have like multiverse characters. Just use the ones you already have instead of like going so expansive. Like, like as much as we love like the thing like Spider-Verse and stuff like that, I'm like, hey, like, was he even necessary to begin with? Like, if you just kind of focus on the ones you already have, or build up the ones like Spider-Man India and stuff like that, like we could have had like more. Like,
but you got 800 fucking Spider-Man. How much?
Here's what I say. Here's what I'll say. Minus Miles and minus Spider-Boy a little bit because he's really getting pushed hard. Like, do you guys like this is how I know we have a good point, is that like none of us can even remember the names of the villains of someone like Spider-Gwen or like a Miles, even like other than Rabble or whatever the newest one was. Like, do these people even have a memorable rogues gallery? They don't. So it's like, how can you make them interesting characters when most of them don't even have?
Yeah, like Miles has like two villains, honestly.
Two villains. The new one, the speed one. Miles. Yeah, Evil Miles, and then there's the new speed one. I forget her name, but she's more of a like neutral.
Yeah,
so it's like no, but there's another one, not just Rabble. There's the new Speed Girl. Like, it's like Miles' version of Speedball. Yeah. So it's like they're cool, but like you don't have time for them to really be cemented. That people don't look at them. They look at Sandman, and it's like when you look at Batman has had a lot of like, even in the last 10 years, new villains that people like Punchline, Court of Owls. Like, you can name a bunch. Like the deal guy that was forget the name during the Tinian era, like Ghostmaker. Is like all these new characters that add something. But it's like when you look at Spider-Man, it's like, yeah, the heroes themselves have cool looks, cool powers, but they don't even have a cast around them that cements them as interesting characters. So I think that's what they should work on. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. You got Darth Vader number 49. That's gonna be the lead into issue 50. Cool covers on.
I'm just happy Marvel didn't cancel this title. Like, I know,
right? We're
Marvel. Yeah. This book has never gone on this long. This is the longest Darth Vader ongoing ever. So the fact that it's ending at 50 is thank you, Marvel, for actually doing that, for actually not renumbering.
Right.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
And it's been good. It's been solid throughout.
It's been solid. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna pick up the last issue, even though it's like $7.
Star Wars comics are better than Star Wars live action series at this point.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
I really like that.
Unfortunately.
I really like that Dyke Ruan one. That one's really cool.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Such a good cover.
All right, we got Ultimates number 3. Ultimates has been really good also. I like the In-Hulk Lee because you're getting your ultimate She-Hulk right there.
And to your point, like Ultimates is everything they're doing right that we just complained about. Like they have this new cast of characters. Yeah. They set up a multiversal situation really well, and they're reintroducing these characters. They're taking their time. They're making them meaningful. And I'm like, I kind of wish the Spider-Verse did that, like with the Ultimates approach of like making you actually care about the shit that's happening.
Exactly. Yeah. But that's the thing. They're taking the time to develop the story and develop the characters. So.
Yeah.
All right. Looks like we got Ultraman taking on the Avengers.
Dude, I'm so hyped for that, bro. Kyle Higgins and what's his name? Matt Groom doing this book. So you got like half the Massiverse crew working on this, and I'm really excited for that. I'm definitely gonna pick that up.
That's gonna be pretty interesting. I actually enjoyed the Ultraman series that Marvel has put out the last couple of years, so it's been pretty good. All right, then did some Moon Knight number 8. Okay. I like the.
I'm not gonna lie, I dropped Moon Knight ages ago, but everyone keeps raving about it. So I think we're in a really good like Renaissance era for Moon Knight, where like everything they're doing is really good. So if you're a Moon Knight fan, you're eating good, right?
I'm honestly not the biggest Moon Knight fan in the world, but I do like the character, and I've been taking a lot more interest in him lately with the series that they've been doing. They've been doing a good job, Moon Knight. I like the Disco Dazzler variant. That's kind of
me too.
Something about
it's really cool,
right?
Yeah, it's so cool. Yeah, it's really funny.
The pass on the Coca-Cola.
Yeah, Coca-Cola. I don't like that one. That particular variant.
Right.
Yeah, that one's weird. Like,
yeah, definitely a weird one on that one. I think they were going for like the Norman Rockwell style, but whatever.
I guarantee like Venom is gonna see a little bump in sales just
from the A cover.
Yeah, just literally just from the hordes of people who love Punisher and want to get that to their 129
that A cover
collection.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
They were smart to put that on.
Okay, but like, okay, but when you look at it, so if you're actually still reading Venom, there's like a future Dylan who's meeting like his younger self. So it's basically like the Cable effect. So it's stupid because Spider-Man's not even or is he?
If you have to ask the question, I mean,
I don't remember if Spider-Man's actually. Oh, I think actually the symbiote is going back to Peter. I think that's how it ended. But I'm like, okay, like you could have gone like and used like Dylan as like in Spider-Man's place. It had like old man, like Dylan like targeting him. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's not that.
Yeah,
that could be interesting. All right, speaking of, we got Venom War, Spider-Man number 1. So that's kicking off.
Yeah. I feel like Venom is another thing where they're overdoing it.
Yeah.
Wars and the Venomverse. And...
Yep, exactly.
I do like the Marvel 85th
Wolverine
anniversary one.
Yes. A Venom? Or the 36 or the War one?
Yeah, let me go back up here.
Well, I think it is Venom 36. Yeah. Yeah, that one's nice.
Which one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the 36. Yeah, that's pretty
cool.
Yeah. The Yarden.
All right. So, okay, let's see. We got Wolverine Annual number 1. That's continuing the Infinity Watch stuff. Damn, I don't even remember what's going on with that shit because it's in all the annuals, so it's kind of
But the variant is so fucking ugly. Like, is that really like the bar? Okay, like like on Free Comic Book Day, how there's always that space where like stores would like stamp their logo onto it. That's what it looks like. Like, what is with the white space in the bottom left corner?
Yeah.
Like maybe they'll fill it out. Like I don't know.
That's probably where the barcode's gonna be.
That's awkward.
Yeah, but like that's a lot of like white space. Like I don't know. Like something's going on here.
Where the barcode is. something like that.
That's
I don't
so
know.
awkward. Like, and then like the freaking variant with I guess maybe Dormammu. Doyle Dormammu's one of the Infinity Watch members, but it's such a random cast of characters, like on the Mikoni Infinity Watch variant. Yeah, I mean, some of them are cool. Don't get me wrong. It's just
Chasm on there,
group.
Silver Surfer. Like what?
That chick, like the wife of the ex-wife of Win from Gods. Yeah, it's just like what? Yeah,
so weird.
Yeah, it's a weird group.
All right, we've got X Factor number 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick that up. Look, Mark Russell is one of my favorite writers of all time, so I will check this out just because Mark Russell is writing it. But I don't know. It's a weird book. When I was reading this list, I was like, this is different. So could be good, could be bad.
Yeah, we got window shade variant there for Marvel.
It's barely a window shades. Like it basically looks like, you know, like when they spotlight a whole bunch of different characters and give them like a little small section. Like that is not like a window shades to me. Like is it prison bars? Is that what it's supposed to be? Like I mean, I'm getting it, but it's not great.
That's actually kind of what it looks like. Is prison bars?
Yeah, it is a prison. I think it is prison bars.
All right,
that's weird. Okay. You should call it prison break variant. Like, that would have been better. Yeah.
Kind of want the Marcus Toe variant, like
yes. I was about to say, dude, I own Marcus Toe original art. I love Marcus Toe, dude. He's like, he was doing Red Robin for a while, and then he like just disappeared from mainstream comics for years. Like he'd go to the cons, but he wouldn't do work. And now I'm just happy to see him back doing work, and he's doing the X-Force artwork on X-Force, the new X-Force. So like,
I think I'm pretty sure he also did the interiors for one of the Shang-Chi series as well. That's how I got into stuff. Okay. But yeah, like it was fantastic. I loved it.
Yeah, and he's from Toronto. Like he goes to all.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, now
bro. You have to go meet him. He's so likable. Yeah, like he's always with like usually near Jason Liu and shit like that at the conventions. So, like,
nice.
I don't know.
Phil, what's going on?
Yeah, I love the Marcus Toe variant, and it's like, how often do you see a good Havoc cover in the modern era? Like, it's not very often. He barely gets covers, so
not very much.
Yo, shout out to Dude. Yeah, we joked about how this me and Dude wanted to get the JTC variant for X-Men 1, but we both didn't because we had a feeling they're gonna reprint it and make it a ratio. And I gotta say, this one's uglier. Because the background, Marvel, like he said to us in the group chat, he's like, it looks fake and ugly, and I agree. Like the background looks very ugly. It's like Zorro. You know the Zorro scene when they're like, it's just weird.
How is this at all a negative space variant?
I was just about to say, where is the negative?
There's no. It's not a negative space variant at all.
Like at least when they did the other ones, like they did like the Spider-Man, like the Spider-Boy characters, and they did like the webbing in the background. That was still like true to color. And even the Ultimates one with Iron Lad, it was like the kind of grid. But this is literally like magic superimposed onto a background. There's no negative space.
That's all it is. It's not.
And the first sprint looks so much better with the black background. Like
I wouldn't even fucking bother with this one.
Because I wouldn't bother with this one.
Right. Yeah. The first one's so much better.
Yeah,
I mean, it's still going to be like a $70 book when it comes out because the market. But
I'm sure we are. All right, we got X-Men number 2. Yes.
No. But did you guys read X-Men number 1? Did you guys read number 1 actually?
It was okay.
It was very slow beginning. I'm like, this isn't like dynamic as you thought it would be, especially for $6 US. I'm like, okay.
100% agree. I'm glad that you said that because I thought I was like when I was reading it, I thought I was being a hater. But then I messaged other people and they were like, they had similar to what you just said. They were like, I didn't really dig it. It wasn't bad. I was just wasn't really into it. I'll give it more.
It feels like issue number 4 where it's like that kind of filler type of thing. But yeah, like there was nothing like really all of that build up.
Even like the Stegman art like didn't get me as like I didn't enjoy the art as much as I thought I would. It's so jarring seeing like young Cyclops. Like he looks like a kid. Like it's weird. It's just weird. Like I have nothing. I love Cyclops. He's my favorite. But it's just like, he's used to being the leader, and I can't take him seriously when he looks like that. He just looks like a kid, you know. Like I don't know. It's weird.
Even when Magneto was kind of dragging all the original X-Men, I'm like, but it's funny because like Scott really still looks like the little 15-year-old boy and stuff like that. So yeah, it was.
And don't you think freaking Juggernaut looks like Red X? It's just
He does.
it's just
Yeah.
It's like he has the colors of Red X because it's black and red, and he has the X right where Red X has it. So I'm just like,
Yeah.
guys, what are you doing with like? It's not a good design. Why don't you just keep the classic Juggernaut? Like maybe keep the colors without the X, but I don't know. I didn't love that, but I did love the moment where he's playing paper scissors rock with Magic, and they're both like rock. He's just like, "Who do you think I'm gonna win?"
Yeah. Rock, because Rock is the strongest.
Yeah.
I'm not changing.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, that was really funny. But yeah, I'll give it a chance. I'm hoping to get better. I will say that between this and Uncanny, I'm more excited for Uncanny.
Yeah.
Even though it's Gail Simone, who I'm like a little bit overrated, but I feel like that book just has more intrigue to it than this one. But I don't know yet. We'll see.
I'm hoping for Exceptional only because Emma's on the team, but yeah, I can tell that Exceptional is going to be a cover by series probably. So
speaking of, we got to mention that Scott Campbell, the Magic, because you know that's going to be hot.
Oh shit, dude! I told Marvel the day that came out, the day they solicited it, I was like, I need this. I don't even care if I'm reading this book or not. I need that cover. And then I was like, they're probably gonna do a fucking version of that, aren't they?
Oh,
it's gonna
be
for
sure.
And it's gonna be so hot. Like it's gonna be one of like the hottest Campbell covers in a while, probably, because that's like a really nice one. That's a really really nice one.
X-Men 2 second print 1 in 25. There you go.
Oh my god! Please don't even joke about that.
I'm pretty sure that he's doing up to at least the first 4, because I think that's as far as we've gone up to for solicits. But I mean, yeah, like I'm pretty sure people will probably collect all 4 at least, or they'll probably do at least 6. So yeah, even if you don't love the Psylocke one, you got to kind of grab that one too, just to keep them together.
Yes. Yeah, I 100% I'm gonna keep buy the Psylocke one. It's so nice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now we're gonna get into what everybody's been waiting for: Dynamite Comics. I'm sure. We got a lot of weird bullshit coming out from Dynamite this week. Fire and Ice getting a line variant. Space Ghost getting some re-releases for some foils, and number 4 is coming out. You know, if you're a Space Ghost fan.
Honestly, the covers alone, like especially that Barons one, it makes me want to read it, but I'm like, I don't actually care for it as much as I think I do. Like, I know Space Ghost from like whatever that TV show was, but I'm like I don't need to actually read it. Like, I don't actually care for it. But
yeah,
I mean, look at that Barons cover. Like, come on,
the Barons is
like,
fantastic.
Yeah, he's been really killing it with his superhero stuff.
Yeah,
damn. Yeah,
we got the same kind of thing going on here with Thundercats, getting some foil, I guess, re-releases or reprints or whatever. However,
I like the Cho cover as well, Michael Cho, bro.
Yeah, and then we were getting Thundercats Chitara number 2. So continuing that series, playable is pretty nice there. The lyrics, definitely some good covers on that if you're a Chitara fan.
I feel like if you're like a sexy, like if your book is based on a sexy woman character, like main character, I feel like the probability of getting it green lighted at Dynamite goes up like significantly.
Oh, absolutely.
Because then they can do like 20 covers, right? Of like really the best artists doing like very sexy covers, right?
Even if you're fucking half cheated, they're like, yeah, she's still sexy. We'll go green light.
Yeah, exactly. We'll just hire Perio. He'll make her sexy. It's okay. Like,
don't make it weird. But you know what? Yeah. If you're involving animals, okay. But yeah. But I think the best one is the Ken Haser, the homage one.
Yes.
Yeah, right here.
The Darwin Cook. Yeah, I love that cover. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Right.
He does so good with his homages. Like when he was doing like the Darkwing Duck and he did like the Batman Year One homages, those were really good. Yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic.
All right, we got Vampire 666. That's same thing. Getting some re-releases on those. Dark Reflections 3. If anybody's following that series, always, it's Vampire, so there's always going to be some good covers.
Cover C.
All right. Right. Here we go. So, okay, jumping into the indies, we've got are any of you guys reading this Akagun?
Dude, I read issue 1.
I tried
because the writer is like, I forget what he's writing, but he just got a gig at Marvel where I think he's writing one of the X books, not like the main X books, but like one of the the side X books coming up.
Right.
His name is Murewa Ayodele. Sorry if I butchered that. Look, it's not a bad book. Like it's $5.99. I picked up the first issue. It was basically like the vibe I was getting was like African God of War. Like that. That's what it felt like. It was because it's like all about like African gods and like shit like that. Good,
Damn,
great artwork,
really?
but it didn't like excite me enough to sell me on the rest of the series. I think it's only three
Okay.
issues, but like it wasn't bad. Like
Yeah.
it's just not for me. I think some people will really dig it, but
Mhm.
like I thought it was okay. It was just solid.
Sounds like an interesting premise. I might have to check it out. I don't know if they're gonna do a trade or anything. We'll see. Animal Warriors of the Kingdom #3. I don't remember this ever even having come out before, so I don't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah, I don't
Right.
know what that is. That's
Is it
so
some like
weird.
Usagi Yojimbo bullshit? Like look at
Yeah,
look at the
like
beat cover.
he's there, like he's on the beat cover there. It looks pretty cool to be
What?
honest.
Wait,
No, I don't think he
Usagi's on
actually
the
is. But
beat
like
cover?
that's a
No,
Usagi
it's not.
ripoff.
Yeah, it's not Usagi. It's just an
Oh,
Usagi
okay, it's
like
a wannabe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
But yeah, I
that's
mean,
pretty cool cover though. The
right?
Raven
It is.
there.
Yeah, definitely cool cover, cool character. I just don't know anything about it. Like it just seems to have popped up on fucking releases on issue #3. I don't remember 1 or 2 ever having hit. So, but I don't know.
Oh shit. Okay, so that
Archer and
Babs book. Yo, that Babs
that?
book, that's Garth Ennis, eh? Garth
Yeah.
Ennis and
Yeah.
Jason
The
Burns.
Farrah Fawcett
Okay.
homage. Like that's a B cover pickup for sure.
Yeah.
Which one's the Farrah Fawcett?
Yeah, the B cover. You know what
B
she's doing?
cover,
Like
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. The Burnham? Dude, that's a
That-
nice one.
yeah.
Dude, honestly, even cover C is nice. The Connor.
Are
Damn.
there?
Mhm.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are there more? Yeah. Oh, the Connor. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that one
Nice.
too.
This
That's
could
definitely
be a
one to
good
check.
book, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's kind of it's a little sneaky under the radar Ina series, so definitely worth looking into. We got to talk about Betty and Me #16, the facsimile edition. I'm sure we're all grabbing this motherfucker, right? Just me?
Honestly,
Okay.
I think I'm gonna grab this. I didn't realize this was on FOC.
How much
Archie,
is the
do you have
original
any
one?
trouble rescuing me? I sure did, Betty. I had to beat off 3 other guys. Yeah, I'm buying that. I'm sorry.
Beat off 3 guys with a stick or something. They're right. It's
Like,
fantastic,
I'm sorry. Like even the way they're walking away from them, that's a funny cover. I'm gonna get that.
right?
Yeah.
Like
Is
I'm
it
I'm
Chicago?
probably
Yeah.
never gonna own the original, so I might as well just go ahead and grab
Dude,
it.
when I was at BMV Marvel, I looked through every fucking Archie comic intimately to see if I could get any of like the good covers. Like intimately, I
same
literally sat there and looked at the dude. I was like determined to find it. Like,
Yeah,
a new
I'm
Archie
not gonna
cover.
lie. I do the same
Yeah.
thing because there's almost always something that was like a pretty big hit that gets passed up and
Yep.
gets put into those dollar bins and stuff like that because there's so much on Archie that just
There's so much Archie. Yeah, like you
Yeah.
don't know shit from shit when you're like sorting Archie, unless you're like a
Right,
pro. I don't know.
exactly.
There's so much. It's crazy. Yeah.
Are they digest
Alright,
size or are they like actual comic size?
this
They're
one's
comic
comic size. So like some of them
Yeah.
are comic size, but then other ones
Yeah,
are
a lot of them
digest
are comic
too.
size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just basically on the solicitations, if I'm looking at anything new, if it says digest, it'll tell you if it's a digest or not.
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay.
all right, got a couple other shits there. Black Cotton, I think, yeah, that's a re-release. Charm Cities and another reprint. Coco Leche is a scout. I don't really get into the scout books because of their release. It's just kind of fucking weird to me. We're gonna release 1 issue and then that's it. Damaged People coming out from a publisher I haven't heard of, Alien Books.
Yeah,
Don't know
I just
anything
read the solicit. It sounds so weird. I don't know. It sounds like almost
Yeah.
a little bit similar to The Crow. A little bit. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, it's a really weird sounding, but it might be something, a new publisher to keep an eye on. Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah.
We got Defenders of the Earth coming out from Mad Cave. Mad Cave's always hit or miss for me. Like they have some series.
Oh, that's
like,
that's a Dan DiDio book, so I'm staying away from it.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm staying the fuck away from that. I'll tell you that.
Like I always hope with Mad Cave I'm gonna get like another Nottingham because it's so good. But
Mad Cave does have Mad Cave and Aftershock before their bankruptcy bullshit. Like I honestly had bangers every now and then, but even Scout for a while, like very rarely has a banger. But those companies are so unreliable now. Like I've heard Mad Cave is still the best of them. They still release shit on time for the most part. But Scout, like I pre-ordered a book 3 months ago, and I saw last week they resolicited the book. Bro, it's like why they was supposed to release already? It's being resolicited. God damn.
Right. All right, so we got EC Cruel Universe #1 coming out from Oni Press. I noticed like the last FOC, there was another like EC style book that was on there too. So I guess they're just gonna be releasing a few of these.
Yeah.
Get some foil
Really cool.
variants for it
Said this
too.
got 65,000 orders, issue 1, which is not bad for like a smaller press making a comeback.
Right? Yeah, it's definitely
So
not.
I pre-ordered it, but I'm more excited for the sci-fi book. I forget what it's called. They all have weird titles now.
This one's the sci-fi Cruel Universe.
Is this one? Oh, okay. This is the one I pre-ordered. Yeah, I pre-ordered this because, like, bro, that Greg
this is
Smallwood
the
cover
sci-fi.
is beautiful. Yeah, Greg Smallwood cover is beautiful, and then you have like, you look at the names. It's like Matt Kint, Bren Winters, like some interesting names on there, and then some I've never seen before. But I'm gonna check this out. I do love sci-fi, so yeah.
Those foils, if you're gonna go after the foils, those are gonna be a pain in the ass. There's definitely gonna be allocation.
Dude, I noticed, like, Minor Threats, they do a foil cover that's open order, pre-order for every single issue, and it's the same price as the regular cover. Yeah, I'm like, that's kind of generous, honestly. Like, I didn't realize that until very recently. They do a foil cover, like the proper Minor Threats books, for every issue, and they're the same cover as the regular cover, the same issue price as the regular cover. Yeah, so
coming from Dark Horse.
Yeah.
Come on now, Marvel and DC. You don't have to
right.
You'll see it right now. You'll see it right now when we get done. I just realized Barfly is on FOC. You'll see there's a foil, and it's open order. It's like crazy. Yeah.
All right, we got I Lie Popeye #1 coming out from Massive Whatnot. So there's gonna be 80 fucking covers for that. Don't.
What? That's so weird.
What does that mean, though? I
don't know.
But dude, Popeye the Sailor's on it, or at least someone that looks like him. What the fuck?
You go back up.
Oh, it's definitely Popeye. But like, what does I lie like? Like, I love you?
I have no idea.
No,
maybe the thing is because he can actually open his right eye, and we're gonna find that out in this series. He just doesn't do it. He just likes to keep it closed. That's gonna be the premise for the whole. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't like this style though. Like to me, like this is not how I remember Popeye.
No.
Right.
It's like My Adventures with Superman on Popeye. Yeah. That's like the look they have.
Exactly.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Cash grab.
Look at that. Look,
right.
The foil of the cover is the same price, dude. How that blows my mind. And the thing that blows my mind even more is that most stores I've seen don't even bother getting the foil, which I think is an oversight. Like getting the foil for the same exact price, and it's just the same cover. Like I think I'm gonna have to pre-order that.
Yeah, I've been pre-ordering them too, especially especially for Barfly.
Yeah, I've been reading all the Minor Threats. Yo, dude, do you see the one with the middle finger? Is that the one you said?
Yep.
Yeah, I love that. I got like 2 or 3 of those covers because I thought it was so good. Yeah.
Definitely got me into the Minor Threat stuff because I missed out on it initially, so I'm gonna have to go back and buy it.
Me too.
Yeah.
I bought issue 1 just because of the spec, and then I didn't read it, and then my friend was telling me it's so good. I got the trade, read the whole thing in one day. Then I bought alternatives, read the whole thing. Yeah, it's so good. Now I'm buying the current one, buy like single issues. I'm buying them. The Minor Threats, the new one. I forget what it's called. Yeah.
All right, we got
Speak of the devil.
Gun Honey Collision Course. Yeah,
there it is. Yeah,
and I mean, you know what you get with Gun Honey. It's a bunch of titty covers. So,
yeah.
I like the homage. I'm not gonna lie. I always get the fucking Captain America homages, so I got to get this one too.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. All right, what else we got? IDW has a catalog now. That's cool, I guess. Kill All Immortals, right?
I wanted to buy that, but my store sold out. I wanted to check it out. My store sold out.
Pretty good. I actually enjoyed it more than I thought it would. So hopefully
that towel cover is spicy too.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So is it good? You'd recommend it?
You know what? Like I usually don't really care for like those like kind of gang type of books, but like it was actually pretty good for it's a very simple premise about like they're from the Viking Age and they discovered the secret to immortality. So they've lived, thousands of years, whatever, and then they're like the female of the family wants to leave, so it's like her story of like how she's breaking away from the family. But yeah, like it was good. The artwork on the inside was really good. So yeah, I'll keep on with it for sure.
It was a good start. For sure.
Yeah, Nico Ossio is like really good in my opinion, so I'll have to check it out.
All right, we got Life #1 coming out from Distillery Media. I thought they gave up already.
They're Diamond exclusive now, Distillery.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, they
I
left
don't know if that'll
Lunar.
help. Or not.
Yeah, they left Lunar, I think, after after that they found out Penguin Random House acquired Boom, so now they're Diamond exclusive. So it's like it's an interesting move. Diamond like has nothing great for the most part anymore, so they're trying to hold on to what they can.
All right, we got Ninjak versus Roku. If anybody's been on that, I can't. I haven't been buying the new Valiant releases. I just don't have much faith in them at this point, unfortunately. Which sucks because I liked Valiant, back in the day, but yeah, they've just been having a lot of issues. They were going through some stuff with not paying artists and writers and stuff like that. So I haven't been keeping up with Valiant, unfortunately.
Ooh.
I like this Patra #1 start coming up from Dark Horse. I like the Francavilla cover, especially.
Yeah, that looks really interesting. James Robinson, Scott Collins. I think I'm gonna pre-order that. Like James Robinson, yeah, like that's a really good team. I do love Scott Collins' artwork, especially his stuff when he was on The Flash. I don't know.
More.
Yeah, I don't know what this book is about, but I do like the cover, so I'll check it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up a copy. We'll let you know. Probably next issue if it's ain't good.
Yeah.
All right, Penthouse #4. Anybody have any idea how long this is going on? Is it an ongoing or?
I have no idea.
Well, because honestly, I'm getting about fucking sick of paying $10 an issue for this shit.
Right. Something you're not even looking at.
Right. Like I tried to check out the first one and I was like, oh, okay. I mean, some of it's all right and everything. Then the second one, again, covered by, and I was just like, yeah, it's kind of the same thing. There's like one story in here that I'm enjoying. The rest of it's kind of shit. But they get definitely there's always going to be a cover for it. So.
Yep.
All right, Slaughter Otter coming out from Keen Spot. That's interesting.
All right.
Sure.
And it looks like we'll wrap it up with some Star Trek. I'm going to go ahead and throw a shout out to the B cover here because we got a Raza on there.
Raza? Nice.
Yeah, so if you're a Star Trek fan, Dan De La Torre, got a dope ass Raza Crusher cover. That's pretty cool. So, and that's it for the week. That's what we got. Oh, okay. Phil gave a pre-order too for Patra. Yeah, I'm not sure what to expect out of that one either, but it looks interesting enough. So we'll check it out. That's a good point. That is a good point, Phil. You can give away the catalog, but you got to pay $5 for the comic. Way less pages. Makes sense.
Cost of doing business, baby.
All right. All right, guys. Well, that's the show that we got for you this week. Some good stuff there on FOC and some kind of stuff on FOC this week, but it's pretty much par for the course anymore. So, Sheik, I know you got something coming up tonight. You want to let them know what you got?
Oh yeah, two things. First of all, I don't know if you guys have heard of this book, Midlife. It's a fantastic book by
Between you and dude.
Yeah. Hassan Atzman Al-How. I love this book. It's really good. I wish more people gave it a chance. But if you look at the back, right here, you can see I actually have a quote. Yeah, there's Sheik on the thing. This was submitted months ago. Yeah, so really, really cool. Do it again.
Oh, there you
go. Right there. You can see it. Yeah, so I loved this book when it was coming out. I bought it monthly, so that's why I sent the pull quote in. It's not because I don't promote shit that I don't like. I only promote things that I genuinely enjoyed. So I genuinely love this book. It's really good. I really hope this book comes out and continues. It's the first 6 issues. It's about a guy who his dad is a legendary firefighter, and he's a coward, even though his son, the guy on the cover, is a firefighter himself, but he's a coward. He's like a useless firefighter. He spends most of his days in the office, like because he's so scared of fire. But one day he finds out he's fireproof. So that's what it's about. Nice. It's really, really good. It's really good. It's different. It's not like your conventional superhero book. It's quite different. But if you like Brian Buccellato, I think it's worth checking out. But there's a really cool moment in this book that I'll spoil a little bit. Is that if you've read Chicken Devil, there's a restaurant in that story. It's about a guy who owns a restaurant called Mitch's Hot Chicken. And there's a scene in this book where the guy's like, I need you to like look over this thing for me, and he's like, okay, but I gotta go grab some chicken first. And you see like Mitch's hot chicken. So I thought that was a really fun.
Are they tying them
cameo
together or like officially?
No, just like a little cameo,
Okay.
just like they see the chicken place. So I thought that was really cool. I love that. I do really love Brian Buccellato. I think he's so underrated. Like I've been reading adventure comics from DC from second volume where Jeff Johns was doing the Superboy stories and then some Legion, and Brian was coloring the Superboy stories. So he started out as a colorist because his brother Steve was a colorist in the industry. So he really knows how to make covers like stand out by like with great coloring and everything. So love the book. Check it out if you have it. It's made for people who are Gen X, so more like middle-aged people. That's why it's called Midlife. And there's an essay in the back about like that's why he wrote it. He wrote it for himself, but he's been getting a lot of feedback from Gen Xers who love it. So if you're a Gen Xer and you feel, you might be able to really relate to this book, I highly, highly recommend it. In terms of what I have coming up, I do Friday show on my channel where I review the weekly books that came out on Wednesday, and it's always open to anyone here, and any friends who would like to join. If you'd like to join, let me know, please, and I'll happily include you. I was supposed to do it yesterday, but my friend Ali, who does the show with me, he got a flat tire, so we rescheduled it to tonight at 8 Eastern. So if you want to come check out our reviews, talk some fun books, and we'll have a good time. It's pretty short, so yeah.
I'm about to catch the replay on that one because I'm gonna blame Sheik on this one. So
yeah, it's Saturday night, so it's good.
Well, yeah, you got me wrapped in. Okay, because like we've been following the Euros and everything. So now, tonight, now I got to drive 4 fucking hours to go down with my family to watch the damn finals tomorrow.
Dude, I'm sorry. I just want England to lose. Like I know everyone I've wanted to win has lost so far. So I just want England.
I feel like
lose.
Spain's gonna pull it out. So.
Dude, Spain's so good. They've been so fucking good this tournament. So that's who I think will win, but you never know. It's a one game. It's a final. Anyone can win. Yeah, this is the second time in 4 years they make a Euro final. So England's not like an easy team to beat. So we'll see.
Yeah, she finally got me into soccer, so now I got to go down and watch some soccer with my brother tomorrow night. We're gonna catch the Euros and the Copa, so that'd be cool.
Hell yeah, enjoy, get fucked up, and go crazy.
Yeah, exactly. See if we can get into some soccer shenanigans.
If England wins, you guys are about to see some English fans go crazy because those guys haven't won anything on an international tournament since '67 or '66. That's when they won the World Cup. So if these guys win. Dude, they'll go crazy, bro. We're gonna hear the celebrations from England from here, in North America. So I'm just telling you. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that's the show that we got for you this week. Of course, we'll be back again next week with Royally Fox. So make sure you check out Sheik tonight, and we'll see you back here again next week.
Take it easy, people.
Later, guys.
Good luck. Good luck to both teams.
Right? Yeah.
Hope everybody has a good time.
Yeah. We just want to have fun.
Exactly.
Peace.